Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, crime is a big concern, and in Roanoke, gun violence is a constant problem. The Star City has already seen 4 homicides this year.
It's also an issue in Lynchburg, where there were 9 homicides in 2021, the most in 2 decades. But one area is turning the tide.
It certainly is impressive to see what the city of Danville is doing, where it's come from, and where we're going.
We're able to solve those cases and get those folks that would commit violent crime off the street at unbelievable rates.
We're working for you to address it.
Breaking down the key factors behind their success. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Brittany McGraw.
And I'm John Carlin. As law enforcement nationwide sees a dramatic rise in violent crime, the Danville Police Department is seeing the complete opposite.
In fact, a new report shows that if you break the law there, it's very likely you'll be caught.
10 News reporter Courtney Lockie explains why their crime reduction efforts have worked over the last few years.
Scott Booth had his hands full when he came to Danville as the police chief in 2018.
It's become more important than ever for us to really find creative ways to address issues in our community.
Little did he know the department would be solving 35% more crimes than the national average by 2022. Violent crime dropped by 51% in the community.
That's 407 less violent crimes per year. That's more than 1 a day.
For the second year, officers solved specifically homicides with a 100% success rate.
We began, instead of focusing on communities or areas of streets or neighborhoods, we started focusing on the individuals who were committing the crimes.
Burglaries, robberies, and property crimes are the lowest they've been in 35 years. And aggravated assaults are being solved at the highest rate in history. So how is Danville's model of crime reduction and accountability working? The short answer, community engagement grew by leaps and bounds.
What has changed is the way that we address those spikes. We don't wait to the end of the year. We don't wait to the end of the month.
Police are taking up new training models for things like de-escalation tactics. They've started several projects to get out in the community, like the Youth Police Academy, Pass the Perspectives, and Heal and Engage After Recent Trauma, to name a few.
Crime goes up, crime goes down. If we're doing the right things, community support stays with us.
Danville Police hope their model will serve as an example for departments in the Commonwealth and all over the nation. In Danville, Courtney Lockie, 10 News, working for you.
A welfare check turned deadly fire is now a homicide investigation. The man you see on your screen, Jonathan Patterson, the son of a retired Buena Vista Assistant Chief of Police and VMI officer, is facing murder and arson charges in the case. He is now accused of killing his father, Philip, on Friday and then setting the house on fire. The cause of death for the longtime public servant was sharp force injury to the head, neck, and chest. That's according to the medical examiner's office. No word yet on a motive.
Happening now, the Roanoke Valley community is coming together to remember a beloved cyclist who died Friday after being hit by a car. This is a live look from Fleet Feet's weekly pub run and walk at Big Lick in downtown Roanoke, which is being held in memory of Tabitha Thompson. You can hear right now someone giving a speech before the event gets underway. The 39-year-old was training for the Blue Ridge Marathon, but was also a college nursing instructor and neonatologist with Carilion Clinic. She also dedicated a lot of her time to equestrian therapy.
And we'll have more coverage on that tonight at 11. Meanwhile, turning to the forecast, where it has been sunny and seasonable. In fact, here is a live look from our Poor Mountain Sky Cam. Looks nice.
Yes, it looks so lovely out there. We've been dry today, but we're also tracking a chance for rain. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich is here to let us know what to expect. Jeff.
What a beautiful end to the day, huh?
Right? It's so nice out there.
That sunset's gorgeous. I want to show you the regional view here, and we really don't have much in the way of any inclement weather around us. Skies right now are mostly clear, and we're going to stay that way here as we head into the overnight tonight. Now, for this evening, temperatures are going to start at 7 in the lower 40s, falling into the middle 30s by 10. Certainly going to be very chilly outside for us this evening. Going to be very cold outside later tonight as well. And then, of course, we're also tracking our next chance for some rain, and that will come into play for us here later Thursday night into early Friday. So as we head into Thursday afternoon, late in the day, may start to see a couple of showers moving in towards the mountains, but without question, the wettest time for us will be Thursday night, where we have the heaviest rain and the gustiest wind. Friday, we're going to be windy with dropping temperatures. So the high for Friday may actually be reached in the morning, with temperatures falling in the afternoon. As far as weather impacts are concerned, we're going to have some wind gusts over 25 to 40 miles per hour as we head, especially Thursday night into Friday morning. Rainfall totals will range anywhere from about a half an inch to an inch and a half. And while the severe weather threat is very low, the threat is not zero. Now we're being helped with the timing of this moving through Thursday night. We're going to be a little more stable. John.
Well, more hopeful news in the fight against the coronavirus tonight. After weeks of cases going up, the end of the Omicron surge is approaching. Roanoke Valley health experts say that we finally are now headed in the right direction.
Omicron, came out, surprised us. So we'll have to see if there's anything behind it. But at this point, I think with the amount of immunity that we have, with our vaccine immunity, with our natural immunity, I'm really hopeful that we're looking to a healthy spring.
Wouldn't that be nice? Right now, only Craig County and the city of Covington continue to see cases trending up.
School mask mandates in Virginia could come to an end on March 1st. Today, the House passed a bill that was amended by Governor Glenn Youngkin last night with an emergency clause that allows it to take effect immediately upon passage. Previously, the legislation wouldn't have taken effect until July 1st. Youngkin also added a provision giving school districts 2 weeks to develop plans to comply with the law. The amended bill must pass both legislative chambers on a majority vote.
A mother and daughter reunited after years apart. 10 News anchor Jenna Zibton is working for you to break down the legislation that's only been used a few times in Virginia that made it possible.
We're told there are only a few successful cases of this happening. Christy Dowdy is one of them. After getting in some trouble, she signed over her parental rights, and her daughter Ariana was adopted at 8 years old.
I didn't sign over my rights because I didn't want to be a parent. I wanted to do the best thing for my children.
So it was really hard on me because I was really attached to my mom, as a young child. So of course, I was really upset, and I struggled with a lot of anxiety and fear of losing people because I lost her.
That adoption didn't work, and Ariana ended up back in foster care at 14 years old. Dowdy kept asking about her kids and eventually was reunited with her. Ariana moved back in with her mom last summer, and she had her parental rights restored in December. As you can imagine, this whole process has been emotional for them. We're told there were only a few successful cases of this in the Commonwealth, and the only one in this region. The law lays out certain requirements, including the child being at least 14 years old. We're working for you on what's happened since they were reunited tonight on 10 News at 7. Jenna Zibton, 10 News, working for you.
The United Way of Southwest Virginia wants to help provide better child care. Part of the effort is to get financial assistance through the American Rescue Plan. The money used would help fund 5 new regional child care centers near community colleges in rural areas. The idea is to help parents remain employed as well as have the opportunity to learn a new skill.
Investing early on in early childhood education is far more larger return than later in the continuum. Not only are we helping our economy with talent attraction, business recruitment, and retention of employees, we're also investing in our future workforce.
United Way says creating 5 new facilities would cost about $30 million.
Coming up, a long-awaited connection along the Roanoke Greenway. What it'll take to close the last remaining part of the trail.
Plus, Valentine's Day is over, but you can still spread the love. The deal from a local shelter for you to find a furry friend. The Lynchburg Humane Society is reaching capacity on the dogs that they can keep at the shelter.
So to make room, they're hosting a special adoption event. It's called Keep the Love Going in honor of Valentine's Day. Adoption fees will be half off for dogs over a year old, and it'll be tomorrow through Sunday.
We're told they have about 90 dogs right now and expect to receive 6 more tomorrow. But after that, they'll have to stop accepting transfers.
We're going to slow those down tremendously because we are very close to being full. And that's another good reminder that when you adopt a pet from a shelter, you're not only saving the pet you adopted, but you're making space for us to save another pet too.
The Humane Society is a no-kill facility and often helps other shelters that are running out of space.
You're looking at a live picture from our Virginia Tech Skycam, a beautiful end to what was a pretty chilly day for us. We'll let you know, though, when highs could hit the 60s coming up.
Some changes are coming to the Roanoke River Greenway next year.
Crews are working to close the gap that connects Roanoke County to the city of Salem.
Oh, this is great news. 10 News reporter Alyssa Ray shows you what you should expect from the new construction.
The Roanoke River Greenway is growing.
Once this piece is done, it'll put us at right at 100 miles of paved and natural surface trails within our park system.
Roanoke Parks and Recreation launched a $6.1 million initiative to close a gap in the Greenway. The project, which is expected to take 18 months to finish, began earlier this month.
Construction is taking place between Bridge Street and the Norwich neighborhood and is connecting over to the Norfolk Southern Materials Yard near Ariel Way.
It includes a mile-long section of trail connecting to the existing Greenway and improvements to parking. It will also have a bridge that crosses the Roanoke River.
Interesting fact, the bridge is at 270 feet, will be the longest bridge in our Greenway system. So that's a pretty neat feature that we have there.
This area in Norwich is the missing link in the Roanoke River Greenway. Once this project is complete, the end result will be continuous Greenway for miles.
This is the last piece that connects our portion of the Roanoke River Greenway. So from the city of Salem all the way to Roanoke County.
Aside from the recreational benefits of it, like having an opportunity to ride your bike, run, or walk, Roanoke Parks and Rec says this construction is about connecting communities. In Roanoke, Alyssa Ray, 10 News, working for you.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Hi there, friends. I'm meteorologist Jeff Hanowich. Here locally at 6:16, we are seeing very little in the way of cloud cover, and that will remain to be the case here through tomorrow morning. Now, on Wednesday, I think we're going to start to cloud up a little bit later in the day, but on Wednesday, I do think that we're for the most part dry. Now, Wednesday night, a stray shower cannot be ruled out, but we're mostly dry here until this front pushes through here, and that will happen late Thursday night into early Friday. Without question, the best chance, the highest chance for rain for us with this next piece of energy will happen Thursday night, and we could even have a couple of thunderstorms with it because of the fact that this is a very strong and powerful front. Now, we are going to have temperatures on Thursday in the 60s, then temperatures will drop into the 50s on Friday, perhaps even down into the 40s later into the afternoon. So temperatures actually will fall as we close out the work week. Now, as far as the severe thunderstorm threat is concerned, tomorrow the highest risk is mainly in the southern plains. Now, by Thursday, mostly in the deep south and also into the Tennessee River valleys where we could have some wind and hail. But notice here closely that some of us are in a level 1 risk, a marginal risk for severe weather as we head into Thursday night. Certainly going to have some heavy rain. We could also have some strong wind gusts as well as that front does push through here. So what we're looking at here is a little bit of a cool down behind this front. But the cool down doesn't last very long. We are in store for warm temperatures coming right back into play for us here as we head into the latter part of the weekend and also as we head into next week. As a matter of fact, we are looking at temperatures fairly warm here for really most of the rest of February. It's 44 right now in Roanoke, 41 Lynchburg, 37 Hillsville and Galax, 43 in Martinsville. Now, as we look at February so far, in a nutshell, we have had more cooler days than warm days. But the warm days have been fairly much above normal. I mean, the warm days we've had here have been almost sultry outside. It's been very warm. It's also been borderline humid. So we're not that far behind here as far as the average temperature for the month of February. Keep that in mind as we head from now all the way through the end of the month, we are looking at temperatures hanging above average. So above average temperatures are likely for us here February 20th through the 24th, and we're also looking at above average range. Temperatures likely through the end of February. So from the 20th through the 28th, we are in store for a nice little warm spell across southwest central and southside Virginia, with the cold air kind of hanging out well to the west of us. For tonight, mostly clear, pretty cold. Overnight lows anywhere between about 25 and 32. 3-day zone by zone forecast. 40s tomorrow in the NRV, but you're near 60 on Thursday. For the Highlands, you're going to have your best chance for rain here late Thursday night into early Friday. And for Southside, your warmest day will be Thursday, 68. 61 to start the day Friday, although temperatures will fall into the 50s later on. For Lynchburg, upper 60s on Thursday, 50s over the weekend, back up to near 60 on Monday. And for the Roanoke Valley, good chance for rain Thursday night into early Friday. We dry out Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday dry. Another chance for rain late Monday into Tuesday. Appy?
All right, Jeff, we'll check in with Clay Campbell from Daytona on the upcoming changes to the spring Martinsville race. And our First and 10 Trophy Tour continues as we stop in Buena Vista. That story is on the way next in sports.
And now, the Freedom First Sports Desk with John Appicello.
If you take the excitement of 500, take 100 off of it, you're going to compact that intensity. I think if you look at our fan council, the majority of the fan council favors a 2.5 to 3 hour race versus something longer.
Martinsville's track president on the spring race being shortened to 400 laps. That to accommodate the fans with a 7:30 green flag start time Saturday night, April 9th. Clay, of course, is in Daytona with Speed Weeks underway. First practice happening today at the birthplace of speed. First and 10 Trophy Tour rolls on as we head to Buena Vista for one of our 3 main awards, the Josh Leonard Character, Courage, and Commitment Award. This year's winner is the Fightin' Blues sophomore Landon Catlett. Catlett lost his father Eric before the season due to complications from a car accident, but he carried on with the help of a supportive family, team, school, and community to continue playing, and showed all of us the character, courage, and commitment at levels most of us will never understand. 10 Sports' Eric Johnson was with me to deliver the hardware as our winner of perhaps the most important award we give every season.
It truly means a lot to me. I really wasn't expecting this. I thought it was just going to be another old school day and then practice coming up after. But it was a really big surprise for me. It just tells me that I got the fan base behind me, I got my family, I got all my friends, my coaches, and even my principal and everybody else.
Landon, also a member of the Fightin' Blues basketball team, eager to make a run at back-to-back state titles. Eric Johnson will have a follow-up with Landon and the Catlett family later this week on 10 News. Meantime, the Hokies' ACC outlook is improving by leaps and bounds. Coach Mike Young's squad on January 29th, the Hokies were 10-10. 2-7 in the ACC. 16 days later, Virginia Tech is 16-10, 8-7, and a dangerous opponent moving forward.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, even during the losses, we kind of knew what kind of team we were. So I think that's never changed. But now that we're winning, I think we got a little bit more swagger in that locker room.
Wanting more and knowing who we are, knowing what we're capable of, and knowing that we weren't doing that. Every game is a Super Bowl. That's something Coach Young's been telling us. Every game is a Super Bowl, and that's how we've been taking it.
The Hokies have won 6 straight in the ACC, including the Commonwealth Clash last night to climb into 7th place in the conference. North Carolina coming to town this weekend. Your Olympic medal count, Norway still leading the way. Germany making a move with 18 overall medals.
Nightly News is next.
We leave you with a live look from the Olympic flame in Beijing. We'll see you back here at 7.